green and the white trunks, the red stripes, and the ornations. That's the first at Patterson was not knocked down. He was pushed down. A lot of clinching here in round one, which few expect to go the distance. Patterson a little bit off with the jab. Green's career, and certainly right now the most important of Patterson's career. Perez, the referee. A minute to go in round one. A little bit. Referee cautions fighters about roughness. Patterson down for the second time, but again it is not a knockdown. One of Green's assets is his awkwardness. Although he's got that left hand. 10 seconds to go in round one. In the corner of Floyd Patterson, the former heavyweight champion of the world. In the corner with Ernie Fowler, his trainer. Richie Norton, who was outside the ring, and Jimmy Glenn, who was a manager of fighters in his own right. That was a rough round. Patterson was down twice, not from punches, but from being off balance once and from being wrestled down the second time. There's Charlie Green's corner. Gil Clancy is manager on the left-hand side, Howard Albert on the right, and Harold Weston is in the center. One of the preliminary bouts tonight, Harold Weston, a former Golden Glove champion. Round two at Madison Square Garden. Floyd Patterson in the black white border. Charlie Devil Green, the guy with the left hand down low, the right in front of his face. There wasn't much you could say about round one. It was a feeling out round. Trying to get in with that jab. Green's best punches so far have been to the body. After a layoff for 2 years, Patterson must be a little bit wary about the condition. 2 minutes to go in round two. It's scheduled for 10. One. So far, Patterson is missing the sharp regular ring combat gives one. Green, of course, has been fighting regularly. There is this to be said, the longer the fight goes, the more confident Green is apt to become. Both a little gun-shy at the moment. Patterson, haymaker, wild. The left hook was good. A minute to go in round 2. Floyd is definitely trying to end it right now. Green hasn't really landed a solid punch yet. Patterson looks at the referee, waiting for him to break them. 10 seconds to go in round 2. Back to the corner with Charley Devil Green. There isn't much you can say about his efforts so far. He must be overawed by the fact that he's fighting a two-time heavyweight champion in his first main event in the new Madison Square Garden. He listens patiently as his manager, Gil Clancy, talks to him and swabs his face at the same time. Green can hit, but he's not really thrown the leveling punch as yet. He hasn't been able to land it, and he's been a bit chary about throwing it, too. No question about his hitting power, and there's no question about the fact that Patterson can go down if hit properly. Round 3 at Madison Square Garden. Charley's got devil's heads printed on those Annette Kellerman trunks he's got on. Green may get confident as the bout goes on, but Patterson has always been more vulnerable to punches in the early rounds than in the late ones, so that balances out. I would have thought that Green would come out winning to the head with both hands, but now he's starting to throw them. And now the fight gets hot. A minute to go, and Green felt that punch. Patterson is putting a lot into those body punches. 10 seconds to go in round 3. Floyd Patterson got. Let's look at a tape replay of that last round. It's in slow motion. Let's get a good look at it. Patterson, he's dancing in there. Big crowd, a Patterson crowd obviously is calling for Floyd to end it. Now Green is gamely trying to stay in there. There have been no knockdowns yet. Green trying to get that right hand in there, but Patterson moves away all the time. Tony Perez setting them apart. Solid jab by Patterson. Oh. Wild with the right. Green got in a pretty good lick with his right hand. It really hasn't hit Patterson hard tonight. There's less than a minute to go in round 4. A lot of clinching. To go in round 4. Well, there was a battle after the bell, and the manager of Green is out arguing with the referee. Green almost rocked Patterson. He slightly rocked him anyway near the bell, and apparently they didn't hear the bell, and they started a pretty good battle after it, as good as they had during the round, which was good enough by itself. And everybody's looking in great anticipation to round number 5. Now, calm about the whole thing. Here's round 5. You know they were battling after the bell for round 4 when Green hurt Patterson near the bell. They tore into each other as though the bell didn't exist. Green is feigning that he's hurt in there. And now Patterson is trying not to waste any more time. No knockdown at all. His gloves touched, but it was not called a knockdown. Patterson in the black trunks. Patterson seems to have the old-time speed, but not the sharpness or the timing. He needs a bout or two. This round about half over. Round 5. At the end, the fight will be half over. Scheduled distance. Patterson looking to come in with those combinations. He knows it, of course. A minute to go in this round. Patterson ran into a pretty good right when he came in. Patterson has a bad cut by the left eye. It's an angry-looking cut. It's annoying him. They may have banged heads together in that last clinch. This could turn things around. 10 seconds to go in round 5. Go back to Floyd Patterson's corner. See if we can get a look at that cut. Jimmy Glenn is going to work on it. Floyd does it. It's above the temple on the left side, above the eye. Tony Perez, the referee, comes over to take a look at it. At the moment, it doesn't look too dangerous. In a fight that still has 5 rounds left to go. Now that could change things. It's getting to be a most interesting fight after a slow first round. Here comes Dr. Kleiman to look at it. Now Devil Green is keeping that left hand up higher. Patterson is trying to get the fight over with. He knows he's in jeopardy from that cut. Notice that Green has that left hand up higher now. There's the blood again. The blood is angry looking. Now whether it can affect the bout, we're trying to get in close so you can see it. It's an angry looking cut. hard punches on Green. Pretty good exchange. Patterson's moving around that ring pretty good for a 35-year-old. His legs are in wonderful shape. And so was that left hook of his. He's trying to wait for Floyd to turn this way to get another look. The cut looks pretty deep. It is not bleeding as much, but it looks deep. It's slightly above the left eye and to the side of it. About half a minute left to go in this round. And Green used his head that time, and you know where he used it. That reopened it. Ten seconds to go in round 6. Take another look in Floyd Patterson's corner as Jimmy Glenn goes to work on that cut again. The cut to the left and slightly above the left eye. A round ago, Dr. Kleiman, A. Harry Kleiman of the New York State Athletic Commission medical staff was in to look at it, spoke to the referee. Apparently, he didn't consider it too bad at the moment. Here comes the referee over to take another look. Patterson very calm in the corner. Just another night's work. There's a look at Charley Green's corner. He's not even breathing hard. He's been hit hard, but he's not breathing hard. He's taking it easy. Don Dunphy at ringside at Madison Square Garden for round 7. And there weren't many who thought the bout would go this far. And Green is being warned for butting at that cut. That's not considered cricket. I'll say this for Charley, he's got a quick head. But he's getting Floyd mad. Maybe that's what he wants. That cut is bleeding again, just to keep you up to date. Notice in the clinch that Patterson will lean his head back away from Green's head. Tony Perez takes a look at the cut as they come out of the clinch. And now it's real angry looking. However, I don't think the blood is going into the eye. This is round 7 of a 10-rounder, and the round is half over. Patterson has not gotten many real shots at Green's chin. Green has fought a cagey fight. Patterson is probably well ahead on points, but he has not floored his man. The crowd is yelling, "Let's go, Floyd." That's the way they yelled in his fight with Chuvalo, but Green belts him a few. And Patterson has to hold on. And again, it turns into a Donnybrook. Referee warns Green again. Ten seconds to go in round 7. Back to the corner of Charley Devil Green. And the doctor is coming in. The doctor's coming in to look at Floyd Patterson's eye. There's Dr. Kleiman of the commission. The referee stands by. We're trying to get, there's Green being warned for butting. And the doctor has gone out and the bout will continue. This is a replay of the previous round. And now we're back in Patterson's corner, the referee in the distance there. They patch it up between rounds, but it opens again. Round 8 at Madison Square Garden, and a bout in which there have been no knockdowns yet. Green showed signs of life in the last round, traded well with the ex-champion. Now let's see as they come out of this clinch. The blood is not spurting at the moment, but it's there. The cut by the left eye of Floyd Patterson, slightly above and slightly to the left of the left eye. Regardless of how this fight turns out, Patterson hurt Green there, and Charley went in and held on. Saying regardless of how this turns out, Patterson's going to be out of action because of that eye for quite a while. It's an angry gash. Let's see if they call this a knockdown. 4, 5, 6. No knockdown. No knockdown. Patterson, as usual, tried to help his opponent to his feet. Some of the crowd thought it was a knockdown. The referee said no. But there were good shots scored by Patterson. And he's scoring again. A vicious right hand with a minute to go. And Green comes battling back. Green is still very much in the fight. They're in Patterson's corner. Well, there won't be many better rounds than this one. 10 seconds to go in round 8. tremendous ovation for Floyd Patterson and for Charley Green, who is putting on quite a fight. They're upstanding and cheering here in Madison Square Garden. There's the Devil Green's corner. And win or lose, the Devil has given a good account of himself tonight. Or against a man he must have held in awe. Jimmy Glenn working on the cut in Patterson's corner once again. There are 2 rounds left in the fight. Between rounds, Milt Gross of the New York Post asked the referee if it were a knockdown. It wasn't. This is round 9, and this is Don Dunphy at ringside, and Green is warned for hitting on the break, and he's mad. If Patterson took this bout because he thought Green was easy, it hasn't quite turned out that way. Green getting in some good licks with 2 minutes to go. We'll have an interview with the winner after the fight. No knockdowns in this fight. No official ones. Green was on the floor once and Patterson twice from various things. A minute to go in this round. That cut is not bothersome at the moment. Cut on Patterson. Ten seconds to go in round 9. There's Charley Green going to his corner. Floyd Patterson already in his. Just a reminder, the next fight of the month, Thursday, October 15th. 2 fine young heavyweights, undefeated George Foreman and Boone Kirkman, the Irish-German phenom, who has won 25 of his 26 fights. And October 5th at the Garden, welterweight champion Jose Napoles makes his first appearance in the East in a non-title bout against #1 contender Peter Toro. And in a flyweight bout, Ricardo Delgado, the Olympic medal winner in 1968, against David Vasquez, who won the bronze medal in that Olympics. There's a broad shot of Madison Square Garden. Charley Devil Green on the left, Floyd Patterson on the right. Tenth and final round. Tony Perez, the referee, had them touch gloves. Green on the left and the white trunks. Patterson on the right with the black. No knockdowns, which is a surprise. A couple of punchers in there. Those are solid jabs. Patterson ran into a right and countered with a better right hand of his own to the jaw. Patterson, for the last 5 or 6 rounds, has been bothered by a cut near the left eye. But he's still going strong. Two minutes left in the fight. Knockout with less than a minute to go in the 10th and final round. I'm going up in the ring. Just when everybody thought that the fight would go the limit, suddenly Floyd Patterson brought in a terrific left hook to the body, and I'm sure we'll be able to replay that for you, and knocked out his opponent. I'm going up in the ring now to try to get Floyd to the microphone.
1 minute, 57 seconds of the 10th round. The winner by a knockout, Floyd Patterson.
You heard that. Johnny, will you give me that time again?
157.
157 of the 10th and final round. Floyd, here's Floyd Patterson, who just made a dramatic return to the ring here at Madison Square Garden with a 10th round knockout of Charley Devil Green. Floyd, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
And we are going to try to replay that last minute or so, Floyd.
Is it all right if I say something?
Go ahead.
It may sound kind of corny, but I'd just like to say thank you to Rich and Pat Egan and the family, Dr. Rudy for the diet, and all my other friends out in L.A.
Floyd, here is the knockout in slow motion down there. And then, if you don't mind, I've got a couple of questions to ask you. You can see yourself there in the black trunks, of course. Tell me, just how did you set him up? That was a left hook to the body, wasn't it, Floyd? There it is.
Yes.
How did you set him up for that, or did you just see an opening?
Well, actually, as you can see, not taking any credit away from my opponent, Charley Green, but I was extremely rusty tonight. I guess that's from the 2-year layoff. It was very difficult to get any combinations off, a left hook or any punch. But fortunately, I saw the open in the 8th round, so I figured I'll wait a couple of rounds to be sure, because he does have a good right hand, and I was fortunate.
Floyd, I'm sure you saw other openings, but your reflexes didn't respond, did they?
So openings for the right hand, openings for left hooks to the belly as well as the head, but my reflexes wasn't sharp.
Well, now, tell me, what happened when you fought after the bell around the 3rd round?
Well, I was extremely sorry. I never heard the bell. I mean, that was very, very poor on my part, but I really didn't hear the bell. No, no.
Floyd, I want to congratulate you again. Now, what about the future? Are you going to continue? What are your plans?
Well, I'm going to go back in the gymnasium